Time for a little matcha. If I didn't mention before, keep your matcha in the refrigerator after opening, because if not, it's like an apple or a fresh fruit. When you open it, it ripens quickly or oxidizes. Now, this morning I'm in the mood for a little latte. You don't need as much water. Maybe increase a little bit on the matcha and then whisk it with your bamboo whisk here till it starts to froth a little. The water is not too hot this morning, just right. Stir it up, whisk it up rather. Add a little flavor, some nice vanilla flavor. A little creamer, shake it up there. Almond milk and coconut milk, creamer rather. Now let's stir this up a little bit. Mix it. Okay, I think it's time to plant a tree. And the tree that I chose to plant today is a persimmon tree. In the country, we had lots of wild fruit trees such as plum trees, blackberries, blueberries, but one of my most favorite and most memorable is the persimmon. Now, I have not seen any persimmon that look like the persimmon that we had. Some people call them wild persimmon, what the South Americans and Native Americans ate from the wild. Persimmon, I believe, tastes sort of like the mix between a plum and a banana is how I always described it. Very sweet and juicy. But don't eat them before they're ripe because they are very tart and they have this very bitter taste that is very intolerable. There's nothing else like it. The persimmon tree that I'm planting today is what they call an Asian persimmon. And they're sweet and they're tasty, but I have not found a persimmon that tastes exactly like the wild persimmon that I grew up on. But still, I'm inspired still to plant a tree, a persimmon tree. They require lots of sun. And for the first few months, I'm going to have to at least water them really good. Well, at least once a week. And I decided to do that on Sundays since I'm planting it on Sunday. Be easy to remember. But anyway, I'm enjoying this hard work of digging a hole to put my first fruit tree here. Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to give a brief review of the movie Godzilla versus Kong. Uh, I've always been a fan of King Kong, and I kind of had some type of hidden admiration for Godzilla, even though I wasn't a big fan of Godzilla. But King Kong, that's my guy. And in this movie, I don't really like a lot of fighting scenes type of movies. It was action packed. It did have a lot of interesting things, lessons as to the type of things that we're going through now. One of my favorite scenes was when they went into the cave and they went above ground anyway, and they were in Kong's ancestors' cave and looking at him in admiration of how he felt at home and thinking about his ancestors and what they were, and when he found the hidden axe or the magical axe or whatever you call it that fit to the key to the kingdom, that he was inspired to go forth to do what he had to do. And I really overall really liked the movie. Like I said, I didn't really like the fighting scene too much, but the hidden gems in the movie, talking about cybernetics and the robotics, it was very interesting that they actually put some things in there that were very straightforward as to some of the things that could perhaps go on today. But I'm not sure in the scene when the robot come forth if someone had pre-programmed the robot to portray mankind, or it just did it on its own. Like I mentioned before, sometimes with technology it can get so advanced that it don't need human to run it, and sometimes it can take over by itself. Anyway, overall, I really liked the movie. Like I said, it had a lot of gems in it, a lot of confirmations in it. And nowadays, there's so much you can really say, on YouTube. Because, obviously they can, because, it's their platform. So who am I to get mad if they take down videos or whatever, There's no such thing as freedom of speech when you're in somebody else's house, So I just wanted to come forth and just say, if you haven't seen the movie, and I so miss the movies these days. I really enjoy going into the theater, getting nice popcorn. It have to be fresh, good popcorn, or I'm not going to go for it. And enjoying a good movie. And that was a really good movie. I enjoyed it. Anyway.